The use of artificial intelligence has been talked about in the media for years. However, the use of AI presents an ethical dilemma for journalists.
According to Northwestern University, since 2005, the U.S. has lost 1/3 of its newspapers and 2/3 of newspaper reporters. And that has been since social media, since big tech, since, what people think would have revolutionized and made life easier. And information has continued to spread because of that. Where we lose newspapers and local news, you lose that check on leadership, on power, on different things in these small towns. And so that's definitely something that is concerning as someone who lives and reports in a small town.
NAZ Today News Director Michaela Richardson spoke about her views on AI in the field.
Obviously I wouldn't, because that's like the number one thing. You're not supposed to use AI, especially with journalism, because it really hinders the integrity of your piece and the integrity of your character and therefore, whatever company you're working for at the time.
Carol and Richardson spoke about how journalism is a humanistic field and it is important for human stories to be told.
In my opinion, too, it's just not ethical. You are the journalist. When it comes to all writing or video or stuff like that, that is your job to do, and you are telling a human story, so don't take the human element out of it by getting AI involved.
You need heart to tell journalism. You need to be able to understand and empathize with your sources, even if it's something you don't agree with. You need to understand that everybody involved in this process is human, and every single person that's being interviewed is a person with their own thoughts, mind, feelings, whatever.
In the age of technology, it is important to discuss media literacy, especially for the older generations, as well as making sure to look past the headline.
Don't be scared to talk to your parents about it. I know it can be sometimes embarrassing for them or embarrassing for you, but teach your parents or your grandparents how to see what is AI and what is not.
With media literacy, you're able to look at it, really use critical thinking skills and make sure that this is a legit source, this is a legit image. You know the tells to look for. We are the ones that are now warning them, and I feel like there's really been this miscommunication where that needs to kind of come back, and everybody needs to be a little bit wary of what they see on the internet.
Carol spoke about how people who are in a creative field should have protection from AI.
I do think that is something that the U.S. needs, again, not just for journalists, but all industries, artists, musicians, any creatives, that we should be protected when it comes to AI, because there's something that makes a story, a piece of music special when it has human touch, and that just can't be recreated by AI.
Richardson spoke about how AI can be influential. However, she thinks that humanistic industries are here to stay, despite the increase of AI.
Journalism is supposed to be that one truth, the one thing that is, legit the entire time. And with AI in the workplace, especially in journalism, I feel like that really jeopardizes what journalism stands for. I think journalism will not be replaced by AI. I think it can muddle the frequency of true stories and human developed stories, but I don't think it'll ever fully replace it, just because I think journalism is so rooted in humanity that we kind of need to stay more truthful and more human generated to kind of survive throughout it.
As more technology is developed, it is important to stay informed on any updates with artificial intelligence and make sure to communicate with one another. Jordan Vallander, JLS 431C.